We don't want to hear about your aches and pains. We want you to get rid of your gout and any inflammation. And, it's been a whole year you've been with me. You know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plan to be here for at least another 5 years.
Oh, okay. We're not going anywhere. So thank you for being with me for a whole year. We just celebrated a whole year, everybody. So thank you, Roy, for being with us. I'd like to bring Heather up, but my phone, my computer just went into like a frozen mode. I can't even read your bio.
I'm actually here, Sherry.
I can see you, but I can't read your bio.
I know my bio.
Okay.
I know it better than anyone.
Okay. So Heather Lee Donaldson is a love coach for mature single women. Today, she's going to be talking about how to get your love life back post-pandemic. Post? Well, we're not post yet. Honestly, I didn't know if I should write that because we're not in the post yet. And she's going to be talking about online dating, if it works, if it works, if you work it. And she's going to talk about how tapping can help boost your confidence. She's in room 111. She'll also be there for Q&A after her experience. She's offering special show prices at $1 a minute, working with emotional freedom technique. She also has a door prize valued at $125, and she'll be offering that after her session. She's a skilled, compassionate, dedicated healer. She has a gift for tuning into deeply what single women need and to uplevel their love life and to live more easily, joyfully, and peacefully. She connects powerfully with her clients as a midwife of emotions such as fear and anger, which hinders women from creating a more fulfilling relationship. She recently published a book, hosts workshops, and weekend educational retreats. You can find out more about her unique creation called Roots EFT on her website, loveistheway.ca, meaning she's from British Columbia, Canada. She works on retreats and sessions and in person. So if anyone's in British Columbia, can have a one-on-one session with her. And today, welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Sherry. And my audio is fine for you? I'm actually in a big space, so it's kind of sounds like an echo for me, but I guess it all sounds good for you. Good. And I'm happy to see some people that I've met in the rooms here who have shifted their emotion and they're back here. I promised them they could shift some more. So we actually will be doing some of the EFT tapping. And thanks for correcting me on the post-pandemic. You are absolutely right about that. It has changed. We do have vaccines and so on. We have Delta, but it's not over. And the confusion is still there about, is it time to get out there? And if so, how should I do it? This is just a short presentation, so I certainly can't give you all the answers, but I promise to give you some of my juicy advice about dating. But then I want to spend most of the time doing a tapping session where the group can receive. And I'm just looking, I'm just going to switch and see my gallery view to see how many people there are here. Not too many. It's some, you see some people, these are the people that haven't got a date to go to tonight. Because I understand it's your Saturday night right now, right? Yeah. Now I mentioned that I like to serve women, but feel free at this session because this whole event is men and women, and you might even understand women more. And certainly with the tapping, we're tapping on loss and heartbreak. And do you think that heartbreak and loss is really that different, felt differently by men than women? I don't think so. Sadness is sadness, whether it's felt by men or women. So I want to spend the bulk of the time for that. And then if you, as Sherry said, I can answer questions after back in my room, the room with all the ones, 111. Or you can, and after that, you can book a session. We've still got, I think, an hour after this. And I haven't got a hot date tonight, so we can do that. I guess everything was covered in my introduction. You know, women that want to up-level their love life. And I do, so I can get right into the best tips for dating. But when you have a second, you can look in the chat, and I'm inviting you to join if you are a mature single woman. This time it is for women who's looking for love. You can join that, and we share with each other. And I'm going to be putting lots of information, even weekends that I'm doing in there. So you can be one of the first ones. If you look in the chat, there's a link. There's 2 links I put in there. One you can tell is my website, and you can find out more about the tapping on the website. And the other one is the Facebook page that I'm inviting you to join, and it's free, and it's called Love is the Way. And you just click on the link, and maybe I think there's 1 or 2 questions, easy, and then you're in. You know, are you a man or a woman? You can answer that. Okay, so the best tips for getting out there in the pandemic. I wrote that online dating works if you work it. That sounds like work. Actually, it's more work if you're doing it, if you don't know what you're doing. And then you're spending a lot of time responding to people that aren't really right for you. And yeah, wasting your time. So a couple of tips will help you not to waste your time. Okay, so one thing is the profile. You know, what you write, your little description about yourself and how you present yourself in your photos, the whole thing. So my best advice is present yourself as you are. If you try and twist and, you know, change yourself or present your best face and not your whole self on a profile or even on a date, you are wasting your time, because eventually that person is going to get to know you, because it's work to try and change yourself and, you know, check yourself. Oh, can I say this? I can't say that. So present all your quirkiest things. And then what you're doing is you're screening the people in that actually think that's okay, you know, and then you can relax and know that those people that are responding to you are the ones that actually like you, not some image of you that you're presenting or part of you. They like all your uniqueness and your weirdness and your quirkiness. So that will help streamline the process and prevent you from, you know, being disappointed in the end, or them being disappointed in the end, for that matter, when they find out who you are and you're not a good fit. Right? Does that make sense to people? I keep watching the time here. Okay. So that's the first point about the profile. And I actually am going to be doing like a webinar just on how to spice up and optimize your profile, optimize for getting someone who is more like what you ideally want and not what you have been attracting that's been giving you problems. Wouldn't you be much happier with a man who loves the real you, and the one that's you can trust, and the one that you can know that you can be like a best friend, relax, laugh with them. That's the kind of relationship that we'd be after with your ideal person. The second thing to remember with online dating is that you are in control in so many ways, and you choose. So you decide, and that will help with your confidence. So you decide who you want to communicate with and when and how many. and what kind of men. So there's filters and screens on the dating platforms for that. And it's very easy to use. Just click, click, click. And you can also turn your whole profile on and off. If it's getting overwhelming, just put it on hold. You don't have to go put it back on again. I mean, fill in your profile. You just have you're not visible for a while, taking a break. Or you can chat and say, I'm not available this week, but I'm interested in you and getting to know you and hope we can connect next week. So that way they don't think you're ghosting them. And you don't have to respond to messages during your day every time they pop up. You can just say, oh, I'm going to respond on Wednesdays and Sundays, or whatever works for you. Okay. So be yourself and be in control. So you can make it fun, comfortable, enjoyable, and safe. So I'm just going to remind you again to join the free Facebook group, and we'll have lots of that happening. And also I'm going to just do the other offering about today and this week is that I am offering the half price session just for this event. And I think it's $1 a minute, and I would recommend, at least 30 minutes for this type of work and up to what you would like. If you book it today, then I do have one more hour after this. Otherwise, you can book later in the week, and I'll still honor it. About that, there's someone out there for everyone, and a person waiting for you. So humans need humans, and you can get so much out of a healthy love relationship with a person who gets you and meets you at your level, supports you, shares the ups and downs, physical and emotional intimacy, and so much more. And we have missed that in the pandemic, especially the singles. It was just not safe. But now I think if you are both double vaccinated, it gives another level of safety. So you can relax a little bit more with that. It's probably a whole webinar to talk about, how to have that conversation, but I'll save that. So one thing that getting into the tapping now, so we'll do a little bit of that. One thing that you want to do before you get hooked up again is to make sure you clear the lingering fears and sadness. And maybe you can, if you know how to pop in the chat a little something, you can pop in the chat what your biggest fears are. Maybe we could tap on something like that. Otherwise, I do have a script about kind of the sadness and the whole gamut of emotions. There are so many emotions that you feel when you've had a breakup and had people let you down in relationships. So I'm just going to check the chat on that. Looks like we've got, there's a question there. I think we're doing the age limit. No, if you consider yourself mature, we'll take you. Although, I think there's probably a lot of maybe 40-ish, 40 to 50 that want to get back there. I don't see any answers. I guess you're not thinking, you're maybe still thinking of your fears, what they are. Maybe you're afraid of someone cheating on you again. But if you have those things deep down that you're still carrying, and that kind of makes you really resistant to taking the chance on it happening again, then most of you are probably familiar with law of attraction. It would say that, with that energy, you're likely to attract more of that same pattern. So by doing the tapping, we're looking at changing that. So I've got exactly, I know we started a little later. I don't know, are you on the call, still Sherry? I just wondered how much time we had for the tapping.
You have about 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Okay. All right. And I think the one I'm going to do is if you can think of a person, you can insert that person's name that you had a relationship with, and you still feel some sort of resentment, rage, disappointment about their behavior. Is there anyone, maybe you could put it in the chat, if there's anyone that doesn't resonate with, that you can't think of anything? Oh yeah, you've got it there. Oh, I've got some fears there. Fear of being unlovable. There's a few that are just the most common ones out there. And that's one of them. That's probably the number one. Something to remember though, that it's something that you decided when you were young based on someone in authority saying something and made you feel like you weren't lovable. But the bottom line is, just to remind you, you all are, and you all in the past relationships didn't do anything wrong. You just did the best based on what you knew how to do at the time, just trying to protect yourself. So hopefully that'll make you feel a little more or less beating yourself up. Okay, so I haven't got anything in the chat about whether that covers, you can relate to it or not, somebody who let you down. But we'll just assume that all of you have someone, or you wouldn't be here. So the tapping begins, and I'll just have to watch the clock there. Hopefully I can do this one in 10 minutes. So I'm not seeing myself right now because I'm just reading it. Oh, there we go. You start with looking or tapping on your side of your hand, the pinky side, just gently. You don't have to be precise about this. Just in the area is fine. And you can repeat, if you're muted anyway, so you can repeat after me. Even though I still resent, I'll use the name Pat, for not doing what I expected or hoped for, I love and accept my true self. And I accept the truth that I'm kind of stuck in this pattern of allowing this kind of person in my life. I embrace my insight that Pat was doing the best he or she knew how, and I was doing the best I knew how at the time. Okay? And you notice how I'm switching. You can do one side, the other side, whichever you want. Even though I may not be completely done raging about what Pat should have done and how Pat broke a promise, I'm choosing to find a way to give myself and find elsewhere what Pat is no longer willing to give me. Support, kindness, and commitment. And one more time, just to make sure we're all set up. Even though I may still resent Pat, I'm choosing now to release this remaining resentment wherever I'm holding it and wherever it's distracting and harming me in my mind body. In place of this resentment, I welcome gratitude and relief that this experience has led me to find a way to give kindness and support to myself right now. And that's what we're doing. Okay, so that's just the setup. And now we move to, I'm just trying to get your picture on there. Okay, there I am. It's just a matter of my mouse. Sorry, I'm trying to get me and my script. There we are. So you start with the eyebrow. It's all around the bony ridge of the eye if you haven't done this before. And you can just use a couple fingers, releasing any resentment where it may be stuck. And you can say that out loud. Honoring this, that this emotion brought to my attention the truth about deserving the best. I get this, and I now can release this feeling of resentment. side of the eye. I choose to move forward toward what I need and deserve, finally. And under the eye, excited about the possibility of feeling better for a long time. And under the nose, embodying the qualities I want to attract. Honoring myself, being kind to myself, and committed to my well-being. And then on the chin, looking forward to attracting a person in my life with the qualities I desire as I learn to radiate kindness and commitment to myself first. And then we go to the collarbone. It's underneath the bone, not on the bone. And releasing these beliefs. Releasing these beliefs that block me from this nurturing path, including the belief that I'm not deserving of it. I will do it wrong. I will never find whatever it is I'm looking for, like love, because blah, 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 fill in the blanks. I'm too old. I'm too broken. I'm too busy. All the excuses, the stories that we tell ourselves that simply aren't true. And then under the arm, this is like about where the bra is on the side of the body. I want to make sure you can see me there. Yeah, it'd be about here. Yeah, and releasing all these, you can keep tapping there, releasing all these untruths, which I heard my parents or other authorities say, and I still believe. It's time to return to the truth that I'm already deserving. Can most definitely have the quality relationship I desire. I don't owe anything to this person who betrayed me. And then the top of the head, feeling peace now with this path I'm choosing. And then you can take a deep breath and let it go. And you might want to check in right now with whatever it was that person, I called that person Pat, but whatever the name is for you, whatever they did or said or failed to say or do, check in with your intensity of emotions right now, the anger or resentment. If it's not zero, then you want to continue. I forgot to ask at the beginning for you to check in, just 0 to 10. 10 is like the most intense you can feel for you. And 0 is you're just calm. It's like it's happening to someone else, not to you. So yeah, this is kind of a presentation. So I'm kind of craving some sort of feedback to see how that was. Is anybody feeling brave that they can say how they're feeling now and how something might have shifted in them? I don't know. Is that even possible that we can put somebody up there? I'm not sure. I'm not hearing anything. We probably don't have the tech person to do that right now.
What do you need, Heather?
No, I was just thinking if anyone puts up their hand, if they want to give some feedback on how it shifted for them.
We can do that.
I went from a 10 to like an 8.
And who is that? Who do we have up there?
Nicole, you can't see my picture anymore, but
Oh,
for some-
Nicole. Okay. You went from
a 10 to an 8.
okay. So
I did my second relationship, Michael. I did that one instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, this was just with using a general script. I'm just kind of guessing at your situation, but I did a specific session with Nicole, and she actually shifted from a 10 to I can't remember if it was a 6 or a 4, but
5.
but it was okay in between. So that was more when you do something specific and private. So if any of you felt some shift from the group work and you'd like to feel even more by doing it individually with me, again, I am available in my room, which I guess I'm supposed to go to now. And I can answer your questions about the technique for a while. And then if you want to set up a session for the last hour, you can do that. Or if you know that you want to do that now, you can always go to the booking room. Was that room number 2? And be the first one in there. And I will honor that price, the $1 a minute for minimum half hour throughout the week, if we can fit you in. Okay, so I hope I can meet some of you in the room. How we doing? Are we okay for time? Am I actually early? I could tap some more.
I'm on it.
If
We're good. And
Yeah.
now we need to actually come to the close, and how can they work with you, and also your door prize.
door prize. Yeah. So I've given you, again, I'll remind you, it might have been ended up at the top of the chat right now. I should copy this. I should copy the chat so that I have a,
Maya,
what was that? Sorry, nobody's yelling at me, right? Okay.
no, sorry, I was yelling at my cat.
I knew it wasn't me. Yeah, I was just trying, while I was waiting there, I was trying to, I'm going to copy this chat, but in the chat I've got, and you can copy it too if you want. I've got the Facebook group that I mentioned, and also my website. And it's on the loveistheway.ca page. I think they both got in there, didn't they? Oh, I just see the one.
We're good. We got it.
You got both? Okay.
We got your bio in the chat.
Yeah, I was just looking for the actual website that has more of the tapping.
Whatever you provided, I'll put in the chat. I need you to focus on your lecture.
Okay. No, I think we're at the time now, aren't we? It's 8:30 almost. Your time. It's 5:30 my time.
So what we want to do is put in the chat from
And
0 to 100 a door prize opportunity to work with you.
okay. Yeah, I'm first time with the game. Sherry, you showed me the game. I thought you were just showing it to me for fun, but I'm gonna need you to hold my hand through this. So they're putting the numbers in, and then
I
Who's
need you to write on a piece of paper from 0 to 100 a number. I don't want you to look at the screen, and everybody,
oh, I'm gonna write it. Okay.
you're gonna write
And then it's the closest to, right? Okay,
closest number to it.
got
And
it.
And
Done.
make sure anybody has not won another prize tonight. It's only one prize per night,
Mhm.
everybody. So she kind of gave you an opportunity, a taste of what she has to offer. So you even, like, if you want to work with her, not only today, if you don't have time, she'll honor her price for anywhere from 5 to 7 days after today's event. You need to talk to her about that. So you can follow her to a room in room number 111 for Q&A. And that completes her for tonight. And I'd like to put in the chat 0 to 100, and then she's going to write on a piece of paper a
Yep.
door prize opportunity to work with her.
Done.
And if anybody's listening from the outside, you have to be here to participate.
Hmm.
Anyone on Facebook or Zoom. Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to announce number and the prize too, which is a full session of EFT power breakthrough for your relationship.
And the value is?
And the value is $125.
Okay, great.
And should I announce the number now?
Let me do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me do a countdown.
Mhm.
I'd like to allow everyone to have a last minute opportunity to do a countdown, okay? Just like we're like in a game show. Okay, anybody who
Da-da.
wants to be
Is
involved?
there supposed to be some music or something? Da, 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 da.
I
do, 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 do,
I can only
do.
do so much. Okay, so we're gonna do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 a session with her. And we still have people coming in right now admitting at this time, which is great. They're joining us from anywhere in the world. Welcome wherever you guys are. Okay,
Oh,
so
they want to play. Everybody likes a
Oh,
game.
the party's not over. We still got a couple more hours. All right, so what is your winning number, Heather?
And the closest to number 72.
Hold it up.
Oh, it's
Hold it
not
up.
very, it's not very big, but
We need to see it.
okay, hold on. It's just a little one, but here it is, 72. Oh,
That's
let's look
all.
back
That's great.
backwards.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we have Jessica at 68. And a Jessica at 68 and a Deborah, I think you already won something though. I remember your name. Deborah,
Did you already win something, Deborah? Oh, okay.
yes, she
So
did.
then it goes
To
to
Jessica.
Jessica. Congratulations. Do you want to turn your camera on, Jessica?
I'll
So
turn it on. Hold on.
you can, or you're not presentable right now?
No, I'm presentable.
Oh, you're more than presentable. Congratulations, Jessica. And
I was shoveling food in my mouth, so I was trying not to look like a pig on screen.
yeah, oh dear. Well, we can see if we can get you in. Yeah, it wouldn't be today, but
Well, that's fine.
try for sometime this week and
So what
make
she'll
sure
do, she'll follow you to your room right now and you guys can exchange your communication.
yeah.
Emails and you can work it out. Don't expect it to happen tonight.
No.
No,
Absolutely
we don't have time.
No, absolutely not. So unless you have all night long. So yeah, so Deborah, you did win a session already today. So yay for Jessica. So yay, Jessica Jones. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look great, by the way. I'm going to get you a hot date.
Thanks. Okay, I'll follow you to your room. What room is she going to?
All ones, 111.
Oh, I can do that. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I guess I'm going over there. So anyone here who wants to join me there for questions about EFT and to do a little bit more tapping, I'll see you over there.
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us, Heather, for Heather's first time.
Thank you for a little bit of hand holding the first time, Sherry.
No problem.
You're such a pro. I can count on you.
And Juliana, you're up next in the main room.